Hello, 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 and welcome everybody. Surprise, surprise. It's Janet and I. We wanted to come on and have just a surprise little chit chat. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Hello, Sharon and Jer. Thank you so much for being on here. There's somebody else on here, and I can't see their name, so sorry about that. And hello, Carson and Jean. And Carson says, "Hey, Jean, long time no see. Been busy. Okay, she's been busy. She's busy. Ren, good to see you. And Susan, good to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. So I don't know about you, Janet, but I have been so pumped up doing these things about manifesting, and I've got the new book coming out, so I'm like manifesting some stuff. I'm manifesting to be on the Drew Barrymore show. I'm just manifesting it. I'm like, yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
So I'm just seeing myself sitting down with her, holding her hands, and she's got my book in her hand. So that's what I'm seeing, and I'm manifesting it. I just really am, and asking everyone else to manifest it with me. So, hello, Sarah. Good to see you. Enjoy. Hello, and Susan Lutz. Hello. I love Drew. I know. I love Drew too. So, what do you do? What do you personally do to manifest?
You know, it's funny that you're saying these things, and because when you're in the midst of manifesting, you forget like that's what you've done, that you've sent it out into the universe to have this done, and it's not overnight. And I do everything. I do visualization. Every day I wake up and I push past my fears or push past whatever is there, because even as a coach, you know, people think that okay, a coach, we got it all dialed in, and no, I think what makes us good coaches, that piece of it, is because we actively work on it every day. Because I don't feel like it every day, and every day, well, not every day, but a lot of the days of the week, I'm like, oh, what am I doing this for? I could never do this. Did I just mess up my camera?
Nope. Yep. Up. Maybe a little bit. There you go.
Okay.
Yep. Up a little bit.
That wonky. Okay. I'll continue talking while waiting.
Yeah. There you go. Almost a little bit more.
I'll just.
Or just move your chair. Move your chair. There you go.
You know, I thought it was a great idea to move my camera in a way that, anyhow, had me looking at you, but it's like getting all wonky and moving all by itself. Oh my goodness.
Had a mind of its own. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
I won't hit the table because that'll make it go. I can.
Yes.
But I years ago had a vision. I envisioned myself holding a microphone in a room full of women. I envisioned myself traveling across the country, you know, besides our amazing retreat in the beginning of November. I'm home for 2 days, and then I fly out to Brooklyn, New York, or I fly into JFK to do my workshop there. So, you know, when you're in the midst of it, like it's crazy. It's crazy to realize, you know, just like you have published books, and I created the concept of my next book. I'm so excited, not ready to talk about it, but, you know, it's just constantly showing up, constantly taking action, inspired action, right?
Right.
And resting when you need to, because sometimes, like, you don't always feel like it, but you rest and then you recover and then you go back at it again. So.
Well, and who thought, you know, and I'm going to grab our tools here. Who thought that we would be in this book, Own Your Awesome? And actually, guys, it's Kira Schaefer. It's compiled by her, As You Wish Publishing.
And she's on the line too. Kira is.
Oh, hi, Kira. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Being in here, I mean, you know, I never would have thought that I would have been in two books like that. Had my own book. I'm working on, you know, the other book is being published. You are, you know, have your book, The Nature Transformation. Also, guys, by As You Wish Publishing. You guys remember Kira? We had her on the other day. And it's looking at it and saying, what else is possible? How can we get better than this? Instead of sitting there going, I don't have this. I don't have this. I don't, because
Mhm.
focusing more on what we don't have.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
And yay, another book. Yay. And yay. Hey, babies. Hey, baby. Good to see you. Sarah says, manifested a dispatcher job 2 years ago and was told no. Forgot about it, but the police chief just reached back out to me. My test is still active. They're looking to add another dispatcher. I'm so ecstatic. I love this for you, Sarah. Good for you that I made that much of an impression that they remembered me after 2 years. I love that. I love that. So think about it. Hello, Delora. So good. And Donna, thank you for being here. I see you sitting on Drew's couch. I'm packed for it. Excellent. Excellent. So Dolores says, I'm ready for more manifesting. I've accomplished so much since my last manifesting retreat. Exactly. And here's the thing. When you look at stuff, and we're all good. Hi, Kelly. We're good, Carson. I'm looking at the Instagram. We're all good. I was curious about something as simple as this, and I mentioned it in the Facebook group, or
Mhm.
on my Facebook business page. But here's a really interesting thing. What limiting beliefs do you let go of if you knew your dreams were within your reach? Well, for me, I mean, I would let go of. This is hard to even admit it, but there are times where I have that imposter syndrome. It's
Mm.
like, am I really doing this? Is this really happening? And then I get into that talk of what happens if I fail? What happens if I like build it up and then wah wah? That's the hard part for me. It's the wah wah is the hard part. I'm just, I sit there and go, okay, and I do all the work and I get all excited. And it's happened a few times where it's like crash.
Yes.
And I feel stupid because I've used the big fat Greek mouth. I've said everything, and now I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I have to almost eat crow doing it. But
Yeah.
what I realized with that is it wasn't the right time or the right fit. Does
Hmm.
that make sense? Have you done that too?
Absolutely. And that's what, who was saying that about the dispatcher job, right? I mean, the
Yeah.
timing needs to be right, but I absolutely do that. I think I have a fear of success. I self-sabotage myself, and I think that I blame it on my Gemini mind. If you ever hear me say that, I mean, although that might be true, I think that's just an excuse for me to get into my overwhelm as a way
Yeah.
to self-sabotage, right? I know that, but I'll allow myself that excuse sometimes. I'll just get overwhelmed. But one thing that came up for me recently, and this one was coming up a lot before, and it hasn't come up, for a very long time, and then it came up again. This uh, this limiting belief that my education skill set, whatever, is not good enough. Like somebody has this big degree, this USC degree, that this big,
Sure.
PhD thing. And, who am I? What am I? When people get up there and I'm educated, Harvard educated and this and that, and, that will never be me, you know, and that limiting belief came up for me again recently. And, that's a painful one, right? It's a painful one.
So true. So true. Um, Kira says, my favorite manifesting angel friends. Hello, hello. Hey, Karen. Kira says, doing more retreats and classes, believing people want what I have to offer. Exactly. And
Mhm.
we all know they do. We all know that they do.
Mhm.
Um, and Leanne says, faith in ourselves. So true.
Mhm.
So, like I've said before, what stops us blocks us, and what blocks us stops us, right? We're trying to do our things. What would it look like if we continued in this way of just beating ourselves up or saying that we can't or doing this? I think there are chords
Mhm.
that are connected to us energetically that we need to get rid of and then
Yes.
replace it. This is the thing. Some people, everyone, will go ahead and cut cords, but they don't give you the tools or the info to replace what you just cut something out. We
Mhm.
know that when you clean out a sore or a scab or whatever it is, you're cleaning out a wound, you then have to put ointment and gauze and a band-aid and let that
Mhm.
heal over.
Mhm.
Well, on the November retreat, we're actually going to cut energetic cords and then give you information that is going to be that salve to help you. So many people on Facebook were like, oh, if I only had this, and if I only could do this, and if I could let go of the limiting beliefs, what better way than to be in a weekend supported with other like-minded people that are going to
Mhm.
cheer you on to do that?
Yeah. I love coaching women one-on-one, and it's really my jam. I love it. But there's a special magic when you get together with a group,
Right.
because that energy, that positive energy, that working through kind of these things together and being vulnerable and understanding that our wounds, our limiting beliefs are not unique to us, that there's somebody across the room that feels it too. And you can, it's not just out in this ether of Facebook and, Instagram, but you can, have that interaction with somebody and know that they're going through the same thing, and know that you're trying to strive for the same thing. I think it's so powerful. I can't
And
wait. I can't
I
wait.
mean, it is to be able to also acknowledge someone's process is really important. I don't mean just us doing it, but
Hmm.
a group of people doing it, a group of people doing it and just saying, yes, we believe in you.
Yeah.
Yes, you've got this. And applaud them for when they do cut a cord, scream into a fire, and let
Hmm.
that stuff go. It's
Right.
really, really important. Um, Joyce said, I shared my limited belief on your Facebook page. I'm not putting it on YouTube. I get it. I get it. It's all good. It's all good. Kara says, I love that. Clean up and replace. I know. And it's the replacement that's really important. Because
Hmm.
what is that replacement really? That replacement is that manifestation. That
Right.
replacement is that belief, is that action, is that feeling. It is all in there. I appreciate finding my whys on retreats. It's so impactful. Very, very true. Very,
Yeah.
very true. Hello, the freckled flip and Chuck to perfection. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here on Instagram. Um, so we're doing a retreat. If you don't know by now, guys, Dan and I are doing a retreat, and it's the first weekend in November. It is going to be Friday at starting at 4 the local time till Sunday at 1. You can fly in to Cedar Rapids Airport, and you could also come a day early if you wanted to. We're going to have some amazing discussions, some amazing experiential exercise. We are all about experience. We're all about putting the work in and you doing the work. I mean, we're really, like I tell people, we're holding I want to say the fence of the playground, and
Mhm.
everybody else is doing the work. We're just holding the fence, and
You
that's
know
it.
the analogy that I always do. What's I? It's in the Winter Olympics where they do the big old hockey puck and they push it down. You and I, we're the sweepers in front of the puck.
Yeah,
They
yes, exactly. Exactly.
Somebody's going to know what it is, right?
You know what it is? The big thing. The
Curling. Thank you, Todd.
curve. Thanks, Todd. Hello, my friend. Good to see you here. Kara says two powerhouses in one spot. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Delora. Brenda, so good to see you. Brenda was on here yesterday. Brenda was
Ah,
talking about gut wisdom and how we ground our gut. So, so amazing. The
I'm going to
broom
have to go back and listen to
the
that.
broom ball. Okay. Sweep, 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 and stop. Okay. I want you to come up with a dance for it, Delora. It's a sweep, sweep, stop dance. Do for it. Do go for it. The sweep, sweep, stop. Sweep, sweep, stop. Okay. It'll be the next thing in our next retreat. Gut health is so important. Yeah, so important. Um, Favorite thing about doing a weekend retreat? What would that be for you?
I think it's just the community, because when, we've all gone to like hour-long retreats, or shorter duration things. You're there, you get the information and you go. But when you are immersed in a weekend, like it's you get to kind of sleep on it and then talk about it the next day, and you get to kind of ruminate on it, and it really, I think it settles into the cells of your body,
Right.
what you learn. So I think that it's more impactful because you are, taking this information and making it a part of you. You are taking, the learnings about yourself and what you need to do and your worthiness and all the good things that you're getting, and you take it with you because it's part of you.
So true. And I have to tell you guys, even though Jan and I are co-facilitating, we all sit in a circle and we are very much the student as well. There's no beginning, there's no end in the circle. We are doing the work with you. We are actually learning from you guys as well. So I love looking at how the shifts happen when they walk in Friday and how they leave on Sunday. That is like my favorite part, to see how their face changes.
Mm.
It's great. Um, Dolores says it's like a woo woo womb. Our personal space to gestate and grow. That's beautiful. Thank you. What a lovely vision. Thank you. Um, like true. I think that everybody that posted on my Facebook page about challenges with manifesting, this is an opportunity, guys, to come join us and break through those barriers that keep you stuck. If we were to continue to just stay stagnant, what would happen? What happened in 2 years? You'd still be in the same place. These opportunities that come up like this are to be able to grow, advance, and get out of your comfort zone. Really, to get out of your comfort zone so you can step into something that you were really meant to have. And you have to believe that too. You have to believe it, you have to want it, and you have to move towards it.
Yeah.
Sweep, sweep, stop. Sweep, sweep, stop. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. So, what about for you guys? What is something that we can help you in this short time about where you are finding your challenges? Joy says, I haven't seen my comfort zone since Virginia. I love it. I love it. Yes, like I was always winning this retreat. She saw herself winning the retreat, put it out there, and did that. And that's great. Hey, Rebecca, I'm manifesting an amazing retreat on the East Coast, Philly or New York City, with me. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm gonna second and third that. Okay, we'll be there. Oh, Delora, pardon me. Sweep, 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 stop. That's a little challenging for me. Sweep, 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 stop. It's like we'll work on it.
She's a very strong director of all these
Yeah.
these dances and musicals, isn't she?
Yeah, trust me. So tell me, guys, what is something that you'd like to see change? What would you like to call in so you can move through and be on the other side? What is one thing that you would like? I'll have patience while you practice. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you. What's one thing that you'd like to see shift for you, Janet, for yourself?
Oh, for me, I really feel like this last part of the year is the time to start to get out of my own way and really accelerate, right? So, most of I work a corporate job, and it's great, and I'm grateful for the opportunity and the ability to afford my home. But, I want to do this work full time. So I think it's just accelerating this business and making it grow in a bunch of different ways.
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, it's
Yeah.
always great to have what we're called in, but I know that I think for me, when I ask for something and it happens and I'm shocked by it, again, what else is possible? How can it get better than this? And I keep on asking myself that because I'm just blown away by a beautiful marriage, by beautiful extended family, and beautiful home. And it's work. It's not like poof, it happens. It's been a lot of work, and there are some old tapes that still talk, and that's the part that we give the opportunity to let go of. Is it too much to ask for world peace? No, it's not. It's never too much. It's something that I really believe with, and I don't want to get political on here, guys, but I believe that everything that is happening in the world, it's just sad that we can't treat each other, each human person, as a fellow human. I wish we could all be just, I'm going to say it bluntly, I wish we could all just get along. And I don't know why we can't.
Well, and I also think with that, if just add in, I'm not going to do the political thing either, although I could, I'm not going to. When we are able to accept our own self-worth and step into our confidence and our authenticity, and we bring that out into the world, there's a whole bunch of other things that need to kind of get fixed. But I believe that as more and more of us do that, we have the opportunity to influence the world in these positive ways. So, and I think
we have to be the change that we want to see. We have to. We have to go and we have to reflect what we want, right? Be that. How to increase belief when obstacles keep popping up everywhere? That's a really good question. How do you increase the belief? So with belief, Kelly, comes trust. And that's challenging sometimes. The trust and the faith and belief all have to come together. Is it also maybe possibly stepping into that, I'm believing in myself and I know that I can handle this? What do you say, Janet? What do you think?
I see two things in that question: increased belief and the obstacles. So, I would just understand whether the obstacles are internal or external, right? I think that there are solutions to both of them, but understanding what those obstacles are specifically so you can work through them. And for me, it took me a while to get the belief. I just kept on, I hate this term, but I'm going to say it, like, fake it till you make it. Like, I just have to keep on, like, I deserve this. I can do this. Like, even if, like, deep down I'm like, I'm not sure, I don't know yet. But, I think that, that's where the combination of all the modalities, but affirmations come in, because that is really retraining your brain, because your brain, will have its positive stuff and its negative stuff going on, right? It's just human nature, right? And so what you need to do is turn down the volume of the negative stuff and turn up the volume of the positive stuff. Right. And be aware when that negative stuff is coming in. So that's where meditation comes in, right? So you can slow your thinking down so you can be more aware and start to just replace the thought, even if you don't believe it. You don't need to believe it yet to say it or to write it or to journal it. I can do this, visualize it. You can do all of those things and your belief will catch up.
Right. And I think it's important to, like you said, I can do this. And even start saying, I am doing this.
Yes.
I don't remember. I think it's, it might be an 80s song, but I'm making it to the top. Don't stop making it. That song? I don't remember. But that is their, look, barking on the truth. We're doing it. We're making it. We're doing it and we're barking it. We're barking it out. Somebody's home. Hang on.
Oh, I'm talking now. Oh, I got that cue. Yes. I think that it's just the reprogramming of thoughts, because I had those negative thinking and that those negative thoughts, I'll never be able to do this. I'll never be able to achieve what I've achieved. And, you just have to keep on reminding yourself that you can. Visualization. I think that, and just taking action, because you get small wins. Confidence comes through action. So you need to have that validation that comes from like, oh, I took this small step and, I didn't die. I didn't die of embarrassment. I didn't, nothing happened to me bad. So I can take another step forward. So, you don't need to jump into the depths of the ocean. Start wading your feet in the in the shallow end first, right?
Right.
Just start, because once you start taking action towards it, if you're not moving, if you're sitting there and you're being consumed by the negative thinking, you're just going to be consumed by it, right? But you got to move. You got to move. You got to take action.
Exactly. I'm going to go to Kelly in a second, but Susan, the words matter. Yes, the words matter, but the feelings behind the words even matter more. I'm going to tell you, it's feeling it's the words, feeling, and then action. Those three things get you to where you need to be. Storytelling Matters says this. She says, I've been struggling with not letting others' amazing successes make me feel like I'm behind. I'm comparing myself to them and worry that by the time my goal comes, it won't be as grand. I struggle with not thinking that my writing goal will matter by the time I finally get to it after juggling so much. So think about it this way. I'm so jealous of so-and-so. I'm so, how come they do it? Right? What does that promote? That promotes a heaviness on your chest. It promotes a heaviness on here. So think about like if Janet was going to Hawaii and I'm like, well, how come she gets to go to Hawaii? I really want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii. I'm so jealous. But to say that I'm so excited for Janet, I'm so thrilled that she gets to go. I can't wait till that happens to me.
Why is Elias on the Drew Barrymore show and I'm not? No, I'm happy for him to be on the Drew Barrymore show.
I'm just going to say, can I bring my friend Janet with me? Thanks.
You need to shine by yourself, but we'll talk about that later.
Laura wants to go to Hawaii. You know what? We got to call Oprah. You go to Hawaii and you go to Hawaii, right? So exactly. Sarah said, Tina says, negativity be gone. Yes. When my brain goes to the negative, I try and stop it by saying out loud, no, that's not true. I am enough or I am smart. Exactly. Always question when your brain says something negative. Is that really true? Is that really true? I learned that obstacles sometimes are there to keep us from moving in the direction that we don't need to go along. Yes, exactly. Kelly says one thing I think one struggle is I think of obstacles as signs. I'm trying to see the positive in unexpected negative event, but when everything seems to go wrong, I question everything. I think we all do that, Kelly. Yeah. We all do that. But if we were to say something like, thank you for acknowledging this bump. I appreciate this. It made me stop to look at it. Now I'm going to move through it.
Yeah.
And just appreciate that. I don't know what that was. Just flying above. That was interesting. So does that make sense, Kelly? I hope so. I hope so. Rebecca says, I found if you raise your vibrations while manifesting, it catapults manifestations. Yes, very true. So are you grounding yourself? Are you setting an intention? Are you moving into action? Those are really important. Really, really important. Go ahead. Sorry, Janet.
Well, and to a couple comments ago, I think, I've done the same thing too, thinking, okay, I've wasted my entire life and this person is like so far ahead of me. But what if, like a lot of people have said, the timing of your life is exactly right. right? You needed those experiences to take to this next piece of your journey. You needed that learning, you needed that understanding under your belt to get to that next place. And everybody is so different. Even if somebody's doing the same thing as you know, you're unique. You've got your own unique set of skills and talents and strengths and values and personality. Everything is uniquely you. So, just keep on following your intuition and just keep on moving forward and being inspired by those people who have done that, who have, achieved what you want to achieve, and go like, oh, wow. And approach it with curiosity. What are they doing? How are they, you know?
Right. Storyteller Matt says, "Ah, thank you, Janet. I needed to hear that." Exactly. And here's the thing. Dolores just was going to say what I just was about to say. You forget to honor how far I've become. Yes, we forget to honor where we've been and what we've done up to this point. Interesting piece is once you acknowledge your yeses, you can keep on getting more. Once you sit in your nose, guess what you're going to get? More no's. Things happen to us. Things happen to us, guys. It's a story of somebody who might have been low on their luck and they have done X, Y, and Z for their life, and they stopped and they're like, this isn't the kind of life that I want to live. Why did that happen to me? That happened to you so you can share the story of what you've been through so someone else can acknowledge it. I think there's many of us, and I'm going to say this as storytellers. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but we're telling our story. We all of us, all the motivational speakers, all the big gurus, everybody is saying the same thing, but they're saying it from their eyes. So what Janet was saying earlier about we're all unique, so true. We are all saying the same message, but we're giving it to people that are like, oh, I resonate with you. I understand when you say it. Janet might say the same thing that I do, but Janet's explanation or her story rings a bell for you, and vice versa.
100%.
Hello, Susan. Hello, Jennifer. I always acknowledge the small victories. Excellent, man. I love that. And Pandora Psychic. Hello, my friend, for joining. Thank you for being here. So I know we didn't want to take up a lot of your time, guys, but what I want to tell you and what Janet we both want to tell you is, here's the thing. November 1st through the 3rd, Manifesting Your Desires Retreat. We have some spots left. Please go register. You can go to eliaspatras.com under events. You'll see it. You'll register, and we're really excited for this retreat. It is going to be amazing. We're going to be doing a nature painting. So going outside, using pieces of nature to help you see what is to be manifested. We're going to do a fire ceremony. We're going to be doing a guided meditation with movement. And that's very interesting. It's always really good. Janet and I also have some other experiential type of exercises, small group, large group, one-on-one, and on your own. So come join us. Come join us, and you will see some amazing shifts. Truly. Anything you want to add?
I'm just really excited. I think that, I think it's a great time of the year to do it, because I just wrote a blog about kind of utilizing this last quarter of the year effectively. So you can make 2025 like your year. Right. To make it the year that you accomplish what you want to accomplish, whatever it is, whether it's career or love or, just finding that inner joy, whatever that is, make sure to prioritize yourself and make those things. Time is not infinite. Time is not infinite. We need to grab the joy and grab the experiences and work through our stuff, right? We all have the stuff that we need to work through to get rid of the blocks, and this is a perfect opportunity.
It's a great time, and I love the fall, everybody. The fall is the changing of leaves. It's changing of colors. It's just change. And like Janet just said, she just said, you know, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to go into 2025 with? This is the weekend to do it. So Dolores says, no worries. If you're worried about coming alone, you'll be with friends like me and Susan too. And Rebecca says, sounds amazing. We'd love to have you guys. If you're interested, if you have more questions, please email myself or Janet on our website. And Jennifer says, more peace. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So we want to thank you for being here. We might do another surprise sometime down the road. You never know. Thanks, guys, for being here. Remember, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate. And when we educate, we grow. There's unity in community. From our hearts to yours. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon.